For this, I have a small video which I want to show to you. Oliver! Where's the remote control? This guy's driving me crazy. Oh, I found it. It's never where it's supposed to be. So, as you see, this is a crossroad, a very normal crossroad. You have traffic lights, you have pedestrians, you have cars, motorcycle, bicycle, everything is going very smooth. And there is a set of rules in place. Whenever the traffic light gets green, cars start driving. When it gets red, they stop. Everything well organized. I don't know about you, but I could spend hours watching at that crossroad. But what's there for us to learn? Imagine you are the manager, and these guys here are all your employees. Now, the traffic lights and the pedestrian ways are the rules and the standards from your organization. Now, do you need these standards and these rules because you trust your employees? Or do you need the standards and the rules because you don't trust your employees? So, it is very comfortable because we have a system, a management system, a standard on how we operate, and the same way here, like the crossroad is really running smooth. We don't need to worry about because everyone knows when they can walk, when they need to stop. If you think that you need to have a standard for everything, then let me show you this video. Wow, that looks quite interesting, is it? Wow, so many cars and people crossing there and everything confused. This is a big mess. But you noticed something. There's no management system here. You notice also something, no standards. There's no traffic rules, nothing. The only rule which is inside here established is cross the street, don't get hit by a car, and don't hit any car. And then the guys, they find their way by themselves. So how much is the trust level in this kind of organization? This is the other extreme. I would say here must be very high. These little pedestrians which are crossing over there, they are really believing that the car and the trucks which are coming will stop when they see them and that they can step by step cross this road without getting killed. I also think this is very dangerous this way, but it shows that even without a set of standards, people are able to organize themselves, able to take responsibility for themselves, and able also to take responsibility for others. So I'm also convinced that we still need some traffic lights on the roads, and we cannot have all our crossroads like that. But the question here is, in our organization, how many of the standards do we need to tell every employee what to do, and how much we can delegate to the employees for their own responsibilities. So many times we have certain workflows or steering committees or decision-making process which takes really long time because we want to make sure this process is followed, we have a standard. But if we really trust the employee, maybe they are also able to self-organize. So this crossroad here, right here, is a proof that people is able to self-organize whenever there is no standard in place. And in this way, you can be much more efficient. Why I say efficient? Take a look. If you see this crossroad, how many trucks, how many cars are passing, how many pedestrians, and what's the waiting time. So if you look on the other way, you see, there's a traffic light, it's red. There's no pedestrian, no other car crossing, but the cars are still needing to wait. Isn't that a kind of waste? So the road is free. Why do I need to wait to cross the road? Just because the traffic light is red? So the traffic light is our standard, and this standard seems not to be able to cope with every situation we encounter. And in the other way, you can see that not having standard and having delegated this decision and assuming risk to the employee, the decisions are taken much faster and the process also runs much faster. But of course there are additional risks. And if you're talking about safety and environmental issues or about quality, so you should never put these things at risk. But it's a mindset for you to think, do you really need to have a long release process for everything we do? Maybe that steering committee really needs to go to 3 different instances before being approved. Or do we really need to wait the next month, next quarter, our general meeting to take some decision and to move forward with some issues? This kind of questions. So how much autonomy you can give to your employees. And once you starting building this trust, you can give also more autonomy, because we see people are able to self-organize, are able to take responsibility. Okay, let's move on.